Scrub your elbows and knees and face.
So instead of me working out, this is what I've been doing the last 5 days, is making scrubs. Bells, jingle all the way. So coming off a 50-week prep, a long prep, the month of December has been a lot like what this guy's been doing, and that's just letting loose a little bit, unwinding, and kind of just enjoying myself a little bit away from bodybuilding. And like kind of mentioned in the first clip of the video, I've taken about 5-6 days off of training, really just spent a lot of time with family, dealing with some of life stresses a little bit. So I needed most of my attention to be geared towards that, but a lot of my attention and my time to these guys, and just really having fun, and going out of my comfort zone, and dyeing my goatee for a new look. But I quickly returned back to the Godfather, as you see here. But yeah, just overall, just really making sure I kind of unwind in the month of December, have fun with family, really soak up that time, enjoy the holidays coming up, and you just enjoy. But of course, heading into 2015 and more than likely getting back on stage, I realize that there's really not an off season, but that doesn't mean I'm not striving to make improvements. And looking at my 2014 season, the 2014 physique that I presented, really I was proud of what I brought to the stage, happy with what I brought to the stage, and at the same time, looking at some of the things I can bring up or improve upon, and that's definitely my torso, like my chest and my back. I think and not that they're bad body parts, it's just in comparison to my arms and my shoulders, I think they could stand to come up a little bit. So one of the things I decided to change was to go away from pressing with a bar and just go with dumbbells. And I've been pressing, bench pressing with a bar basically for the last 3 years, and I haven't really touched dumbbells in that time span. So I figured, let's go to dumbbells. Let's see if I'm able to improve, my chest, switching it up to dumbbells. And I think, in my opinion anyways, I think you get a little bit more range of motion with a dumbbell. I think you get a little bit better contractions with a dumbbell. So I think if it can make a difference, then why not give it a shot? And I think so strictly just using dumbbells for a while now moving forward, I think I'll be able to see if there is any changes with my pec development. So it's kind of like my personal trial I'm running, and see if it's actually going to make a difference. So kind of cool, kind of fun. I'm really looking forward to see if there's any changes or not. And if there isn't, I'm not going to be too disappointed, because I definitely know that I'm not going to lose anything by doing this. So it's definitely going to be an interesting little project for me. And also, one of the areas, well, first, basically, I'm sticking with incline dumbbells, about a 30-40 degree angle, which you're just saying, and here is a 10 degree angle, about a 10 degree, maybe 15, just depends. But yeah, to me, it's just when I do flat pressing with a dumbbell, it really kind of bothers my right shoulder. So having a slight incline like this, and an even higher incline that you saw previously, it just really helps to eliminate that pain. So That's exactly what I want to do, is kind of to eliminate that pain, because if I'm injured or I have any strains or anything like that, that puts me on the sideline. And when you're on the sideline, you don't make improvement. So sometimes it's good to kind of just let go of the ego sometimes, and say, what, I just can't do it. Let's find something that I can do that keeps me in the gym. So that's basically what I've been doing. And to try to bring up both my chest and my back, so my torso, um, a little bit more so to my arms, I basically, the volume is just, it's like a 2-to-1 ratio. So I'm doubling up my pressing and my rowing in comparison to my curling or my tricep work and my shoulder work. So it's just like a 2-to-1 ratio. So we'll see if that actually, the added volume, um, does make a difference with me. And I know some people who kind of follow me, they think I'm a low volume trainer. And in comparison to other people, you could say that, I am low volume. But, for me, if I'm, taking, my average sets from, let's say, three per movement to like 4 or 5, then that's a pretty big increase in volume. So for me personally, like my rowing, it's anywhere between 4 or 5 sets per movement now, and where it used to be right around 3. So that's a pretty big increase in volume. So for me, that's now high volume. So volume is gonna vary person to person. Like you could kind of see, you can see that Berto, with his series that he's putting out now, he's training 6 days per week. And if I did 6 days per week, that would basically run me into the ground. About 3 weeks of that, and I'd be basically, I'd be calling in the cavalry to come rescue me. So for me, I respond really well to, 3, 4 days per week training. Any more than that, especially over time, and I'm basically cooked. And vice versa, if you give Berto 3 or 4 days, he's probably not going to progress all that well, because it wouldn't be enough for him to progress with. So when it comes to volume, I get a lot of questions with that. It's really, everybody needs to kind of find their sweet spot, and it's going to vary. So, but getting back to the rowing here, this is a movement I really love. It's a Smith machine row, and basically I reset each rep at the bottom there, and by resetting and doing it on a Smith, I'm able to keep my back pretty flat. I'm able to kind of keep my legs out of the movement. I'm definitely able to keep the momentum out of the movement, and for me, I really love that movement. It just feels really nice. And I've also thrown in some chins. I'm basically this past month been throwing the chins back into the program. I haven't done chins in years, so something different. And I'm one who likes to keep things relatively the same as far as exercise selection, because I love to just do an exercise and just make it perfect, kind of make it uh, my own. And I think sometimes when people change things in and out too much, then it doesn't really give you an opportunity to kind of get good at it. And really, when we do something over and over and over again, you end up becoming a master at it. So yeah, I've been running with chins. I'm going to run with those for a while. It's kind of nice. It's a little bit of a nice change of pace for me. So every now and then, I get this little itch to kind of change something up. And that's basically kind of how I'm feeling now this month. It's just been kind of reevaluating things, making some slight changes. And really, just now it's just about making these changes that I put in, the exercise that I've changed to make them as perfect as possible, make the quality really high, because I really feel that the quality of the movement, the way you execute it is huge. And so yeah, so basically shoulders, basically it's overhead press with the dumbbell. Really love that movement. Able to kind of keep put my shoulders in positions where I need to. So because I have that right shoulder issue. So with the right shoulder, I'm able to put the dumbbell where I need to. And with as far as squats, it's kind of more the same. Nothing really new with squats. The only thing I need some good knee sleeves. I need to get rid of these ace bandages, and Christmas is around the corner, so maybe I'll break down and buy myself a pair for Christmas. But yeah, as far as squats, I've been right now I'm kind of keeping the rep range right around 8ish. I've been kind of going away from the low rep squatting and just really trying to keep the rep range around 8 so I can focus more on the quality. Um, and really getting in good volume. So right now my main focus is quality and not so much the poundage. Not to say that I'm not going to increase the poundage, but I'm looking at hey, if I can do 4 or 5 good sets of 8, and possibly every week or every other week or every third week add 5 pounds to the bar and keep the same volume, the same rep range, then that's good progress. So that's basically kind of what I've been doing with the squats. And one of the other changes I've made, kind of moving forward, that is that I've been mentally just getting kind of burnt on deadlifts. I mean, every time I go in to do a deadlift session right now, it feels like more of a chore, and I'm not really motivated to do it. And I think it's just every once in a while I get to that point with deadlifts where it just becomes very taxing both physically and mentally, and I need to get a break. And basically, so what I've done is I've gone to the RDL. Now this is something that I'm not really familiar with, so it feels really uncomfortable. And when I look at the form here, it doesn't look all that bad, but it feels more uncomfortable than what it looks. So I'm really, this is the first time doing them in a while, so I'm really trying to going to hone in on the quality, moving forward. And this is a great alternative exercise to deadlifts. Obviously, you're working the hell out of your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back's getting some good work in, and the upper back as well, because you definitely have to hold on to that barbell. So your muscles in the upper back are definitely working as well. So but I let me tell you, the day after I did this, I was extremely sore. And when I was doing those chin ups on back day, I usually like to have my legs crossed and my hamstrings cramped up really bad, doing chin ups, crossing my legs over. So I know this exercise here, the RDLs, is definitely targeting those hammies. As you can see, on the way down, you can see those hammies being stretched out. And so it's definitely a nice change of pace, getting away from those deadlifts for a while. I'm not sure how long I'll run this like this without the deadlifts, but for the time being, I'm enjoying the change. And now I just want to make this exercise as perfect as possible. So yeah, so those are the kind of the changes I've made as far as with my training. I know at times I don't get into great detail with as far as volume, sets, reps, all that good stuff. But if you guys have questions, whether it's training or diet or cardio or anything outside the gym, anything you guys want to learn about me, go ahead and leave a question below, and it just help me get some good ideas as far as videos moving forward. And if I could help you guys through my experiences, then it definitely makes me feel good. So but here, guys, another good exercise for Smith machine, at least for me anyways, standing calf raises. That's usually the only exercise I do for calves. But other than that, guys, drop me a question, and thanks for following along, and I'll do my best to get more videos out to you guys.